Hello, my family and friends. So, this is actually coffee time, tea time, but it's gonna come with a twist. So, I will let you know in just a few minutes. Good morning, everyone. So, I told you that today's coffee tea time was going to come with a twist. That is no joke. I learned something. I didn't know this was possible, but I learned that you can overhydrate your body. Yes. Leave it to somebody who finds out the hard way. So, I was swelling a lot. My legs, oh my gosh, my legs and my feet, my hands were swelling. And I thought it was just due to the junk that I was eating before, and I knew I had to lose weight. The scale was going up. Y'all, I ended up with a headache. I have not had a headache in years. And so my legs at night were cramping. Oh my gosh. And then the soreness, I couldn't even walk. Fatigued, and I'm thinking, what the heck is wrong with me? So I had to get it checked. Yeah, overhydration. So that beautiful 40-ounce cup of mine, okay, with it as hot as it is now, they say basically 11.5 ounces or cups, 11 and a half cups of water a day is what our body needs for females. Now, here's the thing. Your body needs what it needs when it needs it. Now, for me, I was enjoying that ice cold drink, mainly water. Occasionally I would get a soft drink, one. So I had that, but it was mainly water. I wasn't even drinking my tea much anymore, just water. Hold on a second. Okay, y'all. So, anyways, what I learned was I was drinking it, and honestly, it felt good. It was cold, and it just, well, my sipping was, I was drinking an awful lot of it. And I don't know if I was just doing it because it felt cold and it felt good, whatever it was. I was drinking almost 3 to 4 40-ounce cups a day. Y'all, that was a lot. And but there's more to this. Now, that helps to hydrate our body, but then you got to count the things you eat. Yes, that helps like fruit, watermelon, anything that has liquid. Also adds your vegetables, adds hydration to your body. So add that to your drinks that you're drinking every day. How about your sauces that you use and your soups that you eat? All of this accounts for it. So needless to say, I am drinking only when I'm thirsty. I was drinking so much liquids that I was going ahead of my kidney. In other words, y'all, I was going to the bathroom before my kidneys can even catch up. You know, if they say if your urine is like the looks of water, that's not a good sign. The reason I ended up with severe muscles and headaches, basically, y'all, it was I was losing electrolytes and sodium. It was causing cells to swell and it hurts. So I am, look, do things healthy, and sometimes you can overdo it, and you can always overdo something good. I didn't know this. So I'm going to walk and stuff too, so I can sweat, whatever else I need to do. But that was something to learn. So from now on, I'm still going to use my cup. I am also going to learn to drink other things like tea or Gatorade. I can do the sugar-free Gatorades. Anything that has electrolytes, sodium, whatever else I need in it. My tea has a lot of minerals and electrolytes, and like potassium and all that I need as well, magnesium. So I'm actually going to be doing all that instead of just water. I thought just water was going to be good, but honestly our bodies need more than that. And again, I don't have to drink 11 and a half cups of water a day, because maybe my body just don't need that much water. So, I mean, if this helps anybody, maybe I'm just the only crazy one that found this out the hard way. But just get what your body needs. We know when we're dehydrated. Evidently, I didn't know I was overhydrated, but I learned. Now I know the signs for it, so I know what to look for, just like I know about dehydration, because, well, I've been there too. So, yeah, interesting. The things we learn, and I guess at my age, I'll never stop learning, but I'm willing. So, I mean, I wasn't actually changing my diet, and I'm thinking, because I did go back to eating healthier, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm gaining more now than I did when I was eating junk. And I wasn't really gaining anything. And I'm thinking, what is wrong? The swelling in my stomach was awful. And then my poor legs. So that's where it come down to. Now I've got to change everything and work all of this extra. My hands, my face, y'all. It's pathetic. But hey, it is what it is, and I'm here. So, but I did learn that too much hydration can actually be very harmful. So that was interesting to learn. Other than that, we have ended up sadly pulling a lot of our garden vegetables. The cucumbers, they were starting to die out. Our cherry tomatoes, they were cooked, y'all. We finally got some rain, but with the 2 months of drought, it just was too much for the plants, and even if we did get rain, it didn't matter. So we ended up pulling them, and I started a salad bed. I pulled the cucumbers, and I'm going to start sugar snap peas for the fall. I'm also starting some perennial herbs so I can get them started out there. Some of that would be sage. I'm doing this, marjoram, thyme, few others. My Jamaican sorrel. Okay, so my Jamaican sorrel was usually a one-time annual for me, but that's because I grew it in a pot, or I grew it in a shallow raised bed. The one that I have now that I put in my bigger raised bed, y'all, is actually turning into a bush in that bed. Totally did not count for that. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. If it keeps getting as big as it is, I may have to repot it basically and put it in the ground. So we're going to have to see what happens to that one. These beds turned out better than I thought. I'm waiting on my Alapo peppers. I currently have about 4 to 5 beautiful Alapo peppers. I cannot wait to turn red, dry those, and I am going to have fresh ground or crushed, basically, Alapo peppers. I am excited. I'm actually in awe because my brother is actually doing that right now as well. He's the one that shared the seeds with me, so we're saving our seeds, but he's already ahead of me, so I'm kind of like, not fair, but it's okay. I'm waiting my time. And actually, it's funny because the Alapo peppers are putting on peppers faster than my other ones, but shade clothing helped save these peppers. I'm really glad I did that. I don't think I'm going to be hanging on to the eggplant much longer. They are looking extremely pitiful, y'all. They're fried. I do know next year I will, at a certain point in the summer, like I just did now, I wish I'd have done it sooner. Shade cloth is an absolute must and will be done, and I know that I can drape that over the hangers now that I have, the trellises. So I'm learning new things to be able to do next year. I am probably going to move my tomatoes, although they like sun, I get that. I think I'm going to move them further towards the dappled sunlight shaded areas, especially for our heat, and especially if we get droughts, because they are a bit rough with the sun, and I really got tired of that sun cooking. And I'm not kidding, cooking my tomatoes. The skins were super tough. They were really not edible. And by the time I brought them in, I knew they were cashed, because when they came in the next day, they were like this plump, what I thought was plump, beautiful tomatoes were sunk in and mush, and the skins were super hard. So they literally got roasted. Definitely have to change where I'm going to grow them next year. The 20 footers, we've already decided, or I've already decided that I am growing nothing but major herbs. Y'all, I have loved fresh herbs forever, and it is a shallow bed out there, but perfect for herbs. So, and I've tested this. Basil is doing amazing out there. So from the basil to the marjoram to thyme, this is where I'm going to grow all of my herbs and make one huge area where I can just go out there and have a field day picking herbs all year round. So I'm getting ready to do fall vegetables, probably in the middle of this month, since it's now August. I am going to be planting Brussels sprouts in the front where we had the cherry tomatoes at. See how they do this year. I mean, it's worth a try. So, and then we get the raised beds where we're going to try sugar snap peas for once. Green beans did amazing in them, so why not try that too? And so we're going to try broccoli, broccoli rabe. That's already starting to come up. I can't wait to see it. So yeah, we're doing new things now. As far as doing a big garden, no, because I want to replenish my soil for the winter. I want to be able to give it a rest and then rethink of what we're going to grow and where we're going to grow it. So, and I really would like a couple plants of spaghetti squash or maybe acorn squash next year. However, squash is squash, and I will not be growing none, until the end of June or the beginning of July, simply because boar vines, I have tried everything. I have tried every folklore method there was. I have tried BT, and I've been defeated every time. I even covered them, y'all, and what ended up happening is they somehow got up under those frost covers, which you've seen. They did amazing for a while. Then I noticed the borers in the end of my stems, and I just end up removing that cover. And on top of that, not only did I ruin, I ruined them, because not only did the boar vines get those plants, which I pulled and had them put in a barrel. They're not even with my compost. I also ended up, they had kept too much moisture on them, so they ended up with fungus on their leaves. So yeah, there's a name for it and I can't think of it right now. I know some of you will put it in the comments, but yeah, the leaves were bad. The whole experience, I was lucky to get a couple. We did get a couple yellow squash. That's more than what we've been getting. And we got a couple zucchinis. So next year I am not planting none of them. I will grow them indoors, and then I will put them outdoors much later in the season. So they will be planted much later, probably in about the beginning of May. I'll start growing them indoors before I put them outside, because boar vines, nothing I do except wait it out until the season's over, and then I'll go ahead and grow them. So maybe we can get some yellow squash, zucchini, and some yellow spaghetti squash and acorn squash. The only thing I'll have to watch from then is drought, but we got ways of fixing that too. So that's about it at this point, y'all. So our grocery shopping right now is done, but I am doing recipes where I can show you how to use what we have, our fresh fruit and vegetables. I'm showing you different things that we can do. So, and I'm glad to see that y'all are enjoying these recipes as much as we are, because they are really good. Now yesterday, over the weekend, which was ironic, we were given some wild boar, and that was kind of cool. Now wild boar is a little bit tougher, y'all. I'm learning it's a little bit tougher than your ordinary farm pig. However, it's still edible. I had a not a lamb shank, but a hog shank, and so I took that leg shank, and I slow roasted it with Tuscany herbed seasonings. Oh my goodness, that was so good. So yes, we were given some deer meat as well. I will have some recipes coming up on wild game, because believe it or not, now I know not everybody eats wild game, but there are a lot of country folks, and there are many who are on my channel as well who do. So we like to know different ways of being able to use this deer meat or hog meat. Now I don't have a whole lot of it, but I'm going to use what we can. I evidently have some more. We'll see about that, if we're getting more or not. But what we do have, I will do some recipes and show you how to make some very pleasant changed meals besides just stew, frying it up, and whatever else. So mainly it's deer stew or roasts or something like that. So I'm going to show you various ways of being able to do that, and some will even make some chili using deer meat. Also, if you grind it up, you can also use deer meat to make spaghetti sauce. It works really good. Or deer burgers. Oh my gosh, they're good. The reason we actually like wild game is because it's one of the leanest meats you can actually eat, and healthier than most things we can get at the grocery store. So we enjoy it. You can actually can it as well. By the way, you can can in chunks or ground up the deer meat. So if you get an abundance and don't know what to do with it, and you got a freezer full of deer meat, y'all start pulling it out, defrost it, cut it up, can it. You can actually put that on your shelf. Pressure canning though, nothing else. So I hope that gave you some ideas. In the meantime, I'm fixing to go walk. It is hot. Yes, it's really hot. I don't think we're going to cool off from the looks of it until October. We'll slightly cool off in September, but we won't really cool off until about October. So, but we won't be as hot as we are now. We are actually at the last month, and it's going to drag, because this month, being August, we're going to have more 90-degree temps than anything. I just hope that it's not so high in humidity like it is right now. But regardless, I have to do what I have to do. I still have to work the gardens, and I still got to get my walk in. So I'm fixing to go walking today. I've not done it in a while, y'all, so I got some work to do on myself. So until next time, I hope any of this got you caught up, and I hope you are enjoying things. Please let me know what you think about this channel, if it is helping you. Also, if you are new, welcome, and I hope that you will hit that subscribe button and the like button as well. And this goes for everybody. Please hit that like button. That keeps us going. It lets YouTube know that we're interesting enough to keep going. Also, if you've been here, we've been going on almost 2 years, and if you've been here with me, welcome home, y'all. I love having my family at home and my friends. Honestly, this is home, and so sitting with you, cooking with you, it just makes me feel like I have a complete life, I guess you can say. So we all need family. We all need friends. I do have an amazing family. My brother, he and I have a great relationship, and so I have family, but sometimes friends too. You know, you need those friends, people who can relate to you. Some things just, you know, you all are the family I don't have close, so are the friends that I don't have close. And so I enjoy being with you very, very much. So, and I also know some of you are getting disappointed in me. Please know this channel isn't just about a paycheck. The way things are in the world today, we just have to be very careful what we say and what we do, especially in certain topics and areas. I've already seen people lose their channel, and I really don't want to do that, because it isn't about the paycheck, because if it was, y'all, I wouldn't be here. I'm just going to be frank. It just, yeah, I wouldn't be here. I am here because of you. I am here because I care, and I am here because I enjoy being with you. So please, thank you for understanding why some things had to change, because I do not want to lose this channel. Much hugs, love to each and every one of you, and I will see you again, more than likely, in the kitchen. We have recipe Fridays coming up, so I got to come up with a good recipe from our authentic books. So until next time, much love from Parton's Heritage Homestead.